Hello. Welcome to another video. On this one, we're going to be going over the stuff I have for my setup and how much all of that cost. So, go ahead and pop the slideshow open. So this, oh wait, already skipped. Ignore me. So to start off with, this is the mixer that I have. It's the Fifine mixer. I got this off of Amazon, I believe, in a bundle with the K688 mic, which I believe is... Okay, it's not next, but it's later in the slideshow. I got that in a bundle with the mic, and in total, I believe it was around 100 something. So not too bad for a good quality mic and a mixer with it. So the keyboard I have is an EVGA one. It was like 22 bucks. It didn't cost a whole lot. It's USB, not wireless, so unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, but sometimes, according to other people, that's better. It's faster transmission or something. I don't know. It's just what I've got. I do like the keyboard because it has a lot of different options for the illumination. You can make it like wave across. You can make it solid like I have. There's a lot you can do with it. This one also has, up along the left of it, there are 3 E keys. I've not been able to get those working so far, but I don't really understand macros, so I'll have to get those figured out at some point. But that's what those are. Those are macro keys. It's a pretty good sized keyboard as well. I've got some Red Dragon or Redragon speakers. I can never really tell. Their spelling is weird. It's literally Redragon for the speaker brand. I don't get it, but that's what they've got. Anyways, this speaker splits in two. You've got the knob on one side, the input-output. It's pretty good. I've not had any issues with it after they replaced the first one. The first one broke out of nowhere after like a month. But they're good about their customer support. They sent a new one, didn't charge me for it. They didn't even have me send the old one back. They were like, just do whatever you want with it. So, pretty good. I've not had issues with this one since. It happens. You'll always end up at some point with some kind of hardware that has an issue, so I don't think it's really a knock against Red Dragon. It's a good speaker, plays loud, gets pretty loud. I don't really have an example to use it for, and I don't want to blast anybody's ears, but it's pretty good of a speaker. This is the mic I got with the mixer. It's the Fifine K688. I believe it was around 70 bucks with tax. By the way, all the prices I say are with tax, not whatever the base price is. It's pretty good. It did take some alterations in OBS Studio, so I'll show a little bit of those settings. Goodness, my voice. I'll show a bit of those settings here in a bit, once I've gone through the images and shown the price list, just to kind of give an idea of what's been done to the audio through the mic. I have a pop filter over it that you can kind of see in the very right of the image that's like up against it. The pop filter, I believe, was like 12 bucks, so it's really not an expensive one. But it does really well, and it adds a little bit of addition to the mic audio. It's not, I'm trying to think what the word would be. I mean, it's a pop filter. It gets rid of the like popping from like when you part your lips, or if you say like P's or S's, it kind of clears that up a little bit. So it does its job pretty well. It's a little bit more flexible than the one I had before, which I broke because I was trying to get it in front of the mic like I have this one, and I don't think it was quite capable of that. So I had to replace it, unfortunately. But this one does well. These are the monitors I currently use. I originally was using some LG ones. I swapped them out just because my brothers had these. I don't know, like the thinner bezel. The monitors I swapped out, the LG ones, had a higher refresh rate, which is actually good. So I kind of downgraded a little bit, but I like the bezel being smaller. So that's why I have these. The monitors I originally got were, I believe, 150 and 100, because one was a like slightly older version of the 151, and the 151 I got for sale from Best Buy. So, the webcam on top of the left monitor, that is like $50. Uh, Frankly, you can probably use any 1080p 60 FPS webcam. Just make sure it works properly. I have another webcam that doesn't seem to quite do as well, and its video quality is more yellowed. I don't know why. But this is the left monitor. Just a little bit closer, I've got wallpaper engine running on the background. This is the second one. Don't know why a dog's barking. But this is the internals for the PC itself. So I have a Thermalright Peerless Assassin. It was surprisingly not as expensive as I thought it would be. It's like 20 something bucks, 20, 35, something like that. Off to the side, there are two T-Create RAM sticks. Those, I believe, were 50 or 60, something like that. I also have, I have the two T-Creates there, and then I have two Corsair sticks, so 64 total. How much each? I think 416s. Yep. The Corsairs I got from Best Buy, they were like 90, and the T-Creates, I believe, were around 70. Funny enough, the Corsair ones I got because my PC could not seem to get, what's the software called? It's one of the alternatives to Adobe Premiere. I can't remember its name at the moment, but I couldn't seem to get it properly running. It was eating all 64 gigabytes of my RAM. It was ridiculous. I don't know why it didn't work on my computer, because it worked on my laptop, which has 16 gigabytes of RAM in comparison to 64, and a way crappier GPU and CPU. The laptop I have that was running it has integrated graphics. I don't understand why that could run it and my PC couldn't. I would assume it's some misconfiguration between the hardware and the software, to where it was just using all of the RAM as its resources and nothing else. It was weird. Anyways, the fans over here are Arcturus, I believe. No, Arctic, sorry. Arctic is the fan that I was using, or what that I am using. They are the Arctic P12s. I have 5 of those in the case, 3 on the front of it, and 2 on the top. The case itself is a, what was it? Corsair 4000D. The case, I believe, was about 100, and the fans were about 40. Then I have the GPU, which is a 6700 XT Power Color Hellhound. It's 12 gigabyte VRAM, I believe. It was around 450. So not cheap. Definitely not cheap. I believe the GPU here and the motherboard and CPU were the most expensive. The motherboard and CPU I got as a combo, and that was about 460. So definitely the more expensive parts of the build were those. Then you can see here everything in its setup. The cooler is on there. It's got 2 fans that come with it that you attach with little like metal brackets, I guess you would call it. They're a little bit of a pain to put on, not gonna lie. So get what works better for you. This works fine for me. I've not had any issue with it, but it was a little bit of a pain to put together, not gonna lie. I don't believe I have. That's just the RAM 6. I don't believe I have a picture of the power supply, but it's a Thermaltake Gold certified, and it's modular. It was like 75 bucks off of Facebook Marketplace. That's all I paid for it. I'll go ahead and put up the price list there so you guys can see everything. The total's actually low. Let me I re-added some of that stuff, so let me go ahead and add that up real quick again. It's probably around 1,500 in total, something like that. Let's see, 455 plus 460 plus 71 plus 37 104 38 75 22 25 46 50 69 and 15. Yep, about 1,467. That's how much it cost with tax. So all of these prices are rounded by like up or down a few cents or so with tax after I checked all of the Amazon listings for the stuff I got. All of these here, except for the power supply, are on Amazon and that I got on Amazon. If you get this one on Amazon, it's probably going to cost a little bit more. Just because I got it from somebody that had already bought it and they didn't use it. It was still all in the packaging when I got it. So brand new, 75 for me. I got lucky there. I think it's around 100, 125 on Amazon originally. It's been a while since I looked at that one. But yeah, that's how much all this stuff cost for what I've got and where I have it all set up for the parts. I believe I said I was going to try to show the mic properties. So let me see. Microphone, SC3, filters, yes. Let's see if I can't make that full screen over here and add a display capture real quick. Yep, that's the one. All right. Go ahead and shrink that down a bit so I can move it over. All right, there we go. For the filters, I've got noise suppression, which is just on RNN. I don't use the SPXX just because it's lower quality. I keep it at the high quality, or good quality, I guess, just because my PC can handle it. Ray Q standalone. So the rest of this stuff here, the VST noise gate 2X plugin, compressor and limiter, I did not just up and set that up. I had some help on that. So yeah, this is very much something I don't know what I'm doing with. Don't know. Let me see if I can get that zoomed in better. Should be able to show that there a little bit better. I had to get help from a friend to get this figured out and set up because I don't know what I'm doing with an equalizer. That's essentially what VST is it's an equalizer. It balances like the tones and such of your voice. So it gets it as close as possible as what you actually sound like versus how it sounds going through the mic. Because it did not quite sound as good before, gonna be honest. So let me go ahead and shrink that back down. Get it back in view. This video is so scuffed. Noise gate, got 47 and 43 as the thresholds. Close and open. Attack is 5, hold time is 300, release is 30. I believe this is slightly different than the other one. Don't know how to get it like larger. Other than doing that. It's this one, I think. Which one did I just open? Well, that's showing both. This is the 2X plugin, so that's the one I'm currently on, is this one right here. Let me move both of these up a bit so you can see it, or see all the values in it. Yep. 32, 20, 40, 100, 0, 2, G1, CD. The part that was most confusing for me, because I still don't understand it, is dragging these around. The one is dragged back and all the way down over here. The one here is level as best as possible, and 3 is up here. I would not drag these so much as just put these values in. I believe that's how we ended up getting it properly set up. So low shelf enabled, log scale, 100, 0, 2, G1. All of those need to be how they are for like my mic. That's what's been best for my voice through it. Like I said, I don't really understand the EQ a whole lot, but that's what I've got in there. Then I've got the compressor. Shrink that back down. There we go. So ratio is 3. Threshold is -24. Attack is 20. Release is 150. Output is 8 decibels for the output gain, and none on here. Limiter is -2, and the release is 60 milliseconds. So that's what I have for how my mic is set up. And I'll go ahead and turn off the display capture. But yep, that's how everything is set up for mine. The mic, all the hardware, how much it costs. I don't think I've really set up any special software other than OBS and VNyan. And I have videos on VNyan versus VC Face, so that's already kind of covered. Yep, that should be all of it. Thank you for watching if you did. I hope it helps you and hopefully gets you some parts that you need if you're looking at those. Everything I've had has worked really well. I've not had any crazy issues. Nothing more than you'll have with any console or iPad or phone or other PC. So, yeah. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time.